You know, my last video, I titled it PSG, we're ready. This one is going to be titled PSG, we're not ready. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know um like the league's more or less over and we're not taking it as seriously as we're taking the Champions League and stuff like that. I understand all of that and all of that type of stuff. But what I was saying that I was looking for was the players that are going to be filling in. So players like Trossard, because he's going to be starting, I'm assuming, against PSG. And players like Kivior and these type of guys that they stamp their mark on the team, so that when we play PSG, we're not like missing the Gabriels or the Havertzes or the Marinos and those type of guys. But obviously, Trossard and Kivior both played okay today. Trossard wasn't that good. Trossard's like a player that plays in our team, but he doesn't play with the team. So the team have got a structure, but he does his own thing. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But he wasn't the problem today, and neither was Kivior. The actual issue today, which a lot of people have been saying, was Odegaard. Like like me, I support Odegaard through a lot and through his captaincy and through a lot of stuff. And what I'm seeing today is he's like the gel in our team. Him and Partey are like the gels. So even when he's not playing well, sometimes it can still make the team potentially play well. But the things that Odegaard was doing a couple of years ago, yeah, which made him that step up a level, which was he was actually, yes, you got the bit outside the box and stuff like that, but he was also the final pass and the pass before the pass and all of that type of stuff was coming off. You see, right now, this version of Odegaard, like he's got all the normal passes, but all the creative passes that he needs are not coming off. Like some of his plays breaking down a lot of the time. He's passing like the extravagant ones and the simple through balls that will create chances are not coming off. Like he's obviously also not scoring goals. Like his crosses, he took a free kick today. The crosses are not working, and you're looking at it thinking, that is more what I'm worried about going into PSG than Trossard or Kivior. Like how can our captain be more what I'm worried about than Kivior? How does that make sense? I'm more worried about Odegaard. I'm trying to figure out what it is that's going on. Like a lot of people have been saying it for a while, and I think they've been a bit harsh on him. I feel like he hasn't been as bad as they're making out. But today against Crystal Palace, he was terrible. Like he kept losing the ball all the time. He kept like every time he tried to do a through ball, it wasn't working. Like he can do his little twists and turns and create space. That still works, but his whole thing that he's built himself on, which is the passing and the chance creation, that is not working at all. And that is the biggest issue going into this PSG game, is the fact that Odegaard came off for Muneri today, and it's like I'm looking at it thinking like the only thing that you're not a guy that gets a lot of goals, so your main attribute is creating and passing and keeping the game flowing and keeping the team slick and gelling. When that's not working, the only thing you bring then is pressing and hard work, and that's I don't know if that's going to be enough to maybe potentially get past PSG. It might do, but it might not, and that's more the issue for me. Like today's game, it was quite flat. Like Crystal Palace didn't really offer anything. They ended up drawing the game, but they didn't really offer anything. We didn't really offer anything. It was quite a flat game for both teams. Crystal Palace have got the semi-final with the FA Cup at the weekend. We've got the semi-final with the Champions League next week. It kind of felt like that type of game. But I'm still expecting certain players to stay at a certain level just to cruise through into the next game. Like we did it against Ipswich, cruise through. This game, it should have been about like a simple 2-1, 3-1 type of game, and it would have carried on cruising through. But the performances are what were worrying me. Timber was fine, Lewis Kelly was fine, David Raya was all over the place today. David Raya was all over the place, and I'm thinking I need you to be consistent, and he normally is, but today he was all over the place, kept missing all the crosses, the corners. He was all over the place. He was all over the place. Saliba made a mistake again. He made one against Real Madrid. We got away with it. Today we didn't. Mateta punished him. Saliba made a mistake again. Kivior was fine today. Kivior scored, and he was mopping up everything. Kivior was the better centre back today. Saliba was fine until he gave that mistake again. In the midfield, they kept, for some reason, we had Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. That's our first choice midfield. They kept getting through our midfield. Like they kept getting the ball and running at our centre backs. They had that a few times. I don't know. I'm not too sure how that was happening. Sterling was awful today. He started on the right. Terrible today. He was terrible. Odegaard was obviously, I spoke about him. He was awful, and Martinelli was busy, but it wasn't. There was no productivity, but he was okay. But he was busy. He was a busy guy. You know what I'm saying? He works hard, didn't he? And Trossard scored and he was okay. Trossard was okay today. It wasn't so bad today, but Odegaard is like he needs to fix up. He's getting into the part now where it's time for you to fix up now. Like, we know you've just had a new kid. We know you're probably staying up late every other night, but now, bruv, you're a professional footballer. You gotta figure that out, bro. You understand? Like, that's what's gotta happen. Your girl's gotta be staying up. You know what I'm saying? Like, your girl needs to be staying up at night, fam. Like, you got a game tomorrow. You can't be staying up late. There's a lot riding on this. This is history in the making we've got going on. You know what I'm saying? So your kid's there. Like, you can do all the stuff with your child when you come from training. Like, all of this staying up late and all that, it's got to stop now. It's time to stop, because your form is bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. But yeah, there's not really too much analysis on this game, man. We move on to PSG, but yeah, a bit of a couple of down performances today. A couple of down performances, but yeah, we move on to PSG, man. We see what we can bring on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? I think it's Tuesday. So yeah, we go again in the week, man.